golden wildfire, a symbol of the past. Claude's swift military actions save Ordelia territory from immediate danger. However, the Empire's situation has drastically changed. The Kingdom and Central Church are closing in on Garrac Mach, placing Edelgard at a disadvantage. After receiving a request for aid, the Federation army rushes to the scene.
Edelgard requesting reinforcements from us. This is not a matter that we can respond to lightly.
Why? It seems pretty straightforward to me.
Hilda, do you truly believe that Edelgard would so readily put herself in our debt had she any other choice? That does not sound like the Edelgard I know. She prefers her debts flow in the opposite direction.
Huh. Sounds like you two have something in common.
I will not deny it. In fact, that is precisely what gives me such insight into her current predicament. Make no mistake, the situation must be dire if she feels we are her best option. Simply put, were we to refuse her, it may well lead to her downfall.
What are you getting at, Lawrence? You've got a real dark glint in your eye.
The Empire's regime revolves entirely around its current emperor. If Ordelia were to lose her, it would collapse like a house of cards.
I see what you mean. At this point, there's no one in the Imperial line who could realistically inherit the throne.
In other words, if we abandon Edelgard in her hour of need, the Empire will fall right along with her. Not an argument I expected from someone as self-righteous as you, Lawrence. That sounds more like...
It sounds like something Edelgard would say.
True. She always struck me as the type who would stop at nothing to achieve her goals. Though, if I'm being honest, that basically describes Claude as well. Oh, I don't mean any offense, of course.
Yeah, other than Edelgard, Claude's the only one who would say something so devious.
And Claude wouldn't even tell his own allies what was going on until it happened.
Hey, that's ancient history. Nowadays, we all plot our schemes together. We're doing it right now.
I guess that's true. Although, maybe that means we're all turning into Claude a bit. How else do you explain what's happened to Lawrence?
The idea that I am somehow emulating Claude is preposterous. I am merely proposing what I believe to be the best course of action for Lester.
We can debate whether or not we've all become mini-Claudes later. For now, let's hear what the king himself thinks we should do.
A battle between the Empire and the Knights of Seiros, with us being the factor that could turn the tides. We've been here before, haven't we? Last time, I chose to sacrifice Randolph in order to ensure our victory. And because I did, we got ambushed in ALL and barely made it out alive. I don't want to make that mistake again. This time, we're going to rush to Garrac Mach, wipe out the Central Church's forces, and take down Rhea herself. That's the plan that will put an end to this war with as little bloodshed as possible. That makes it the best option we have. Yes, we're effectively rescuing Edelgard. But hey, we could do worse than having an emperor in our debt.
If that is what you deem best, you will hear no objections from me.
Yes, I find the plan satisfactory.
I got no complaints either. Let's get going.
Sounds like we're all in agreement on this one.
Just give the word, Your Majesty.
Right. We march on Garrac Mach to rescue the Imperial Army. Prepare to move out immediately.
Welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. And also, I am sorry for just how long, text heavy this opening is.
presence
thanks
is
to
as a
both
storm
the
cloud in an
thanks to
otherwise
both the
clear
exposition
sky.
dump
My
and all the
sincere
supports I just
apologies
slapped in
for
on here.
subjecting you to
If
this
you guys really don't want to
sight.
wait, you want to just jump ahead to about
I
20
can
minutes.
leave the
That's where the
premises
battle
at once to
begins.
spare you any further distress.
No, wait, don't go. Since you're here, why don't we train together? You're here because you're trying to achieve your dream, right?
Though it pains me to deny such kind words, of which I am truly unworthy. I am afraid my dream will likely never come to pass. This pathetic excuse for athleticism you see before you is nothing but a futile attempt to strengthen my frail body and stave off death. How could I possibly ask an exemplary warrior such as yourself to squander your time with one such as I?
Training so you don't die is as good a reason as any. I'd say that's why I'm doing it too. See? Our goals are the same, so there's no reason not to work together.
Well, since you have given it much more consideration than I deserve.
What a workout. I'm beat.
To think my other side would be able to keep up with such rigorous training.
You okay, Constance?
Never better. In fact, I am just getting started. Are you leaving so soon?
All right, let's go again. But it's strange how you're suddenly so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I surprise even myself sometimes. Making my dreams a reality takes effort, you know. I cannot allow something so trifling as exhaustion to stand in my way. Who knows how long things would take if I did? Therefore, I shall spare no opportunity to train today. And tomorrow, all of Fodlan will behold my military prowess.
That's all well and good. But then why didn't you want to train before?
I told you there were extenuating circumstances. Had I known you would respond in such a manner, I would have asked for your assistance much earlier. Oh, I just had a brilliant idea!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
We can train together and conduct magical experiments at the same time! You see, I've invented this particular spell that imbues the palms with a suction power that makes dropping one's weapon a hindrance of the past.
Sure, why not? I'll try anything once. Go for it.
Splendid! Let us begin, shall we?
One side has an overabundance of confidence, while the other is clearly lacking it. Maybe the two balance each other out.
What are you blathering on about? Let us be on with it!
Hey there, how's my favorite mercenary?
The enemy's practically on our doorstep, but you're still taking the time to check on me?
Why not? I'll never be too busy to check on you.
Haha, very funny. So what, you're just being nice?
Not exactly. You didn't get a chance to learn anything even after you met Solon, did you? Yeah, we never got closure after our fight against those who slither in the dark. But now we have to turn our attention to the Central Church. I figured even you might have trouble moving on from that one.
I'll be honest, I can't stop thinking about it. Who am I, really? It's like the answer is dangling right in front of me, but I just can't reach it.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help you with that.
Don't apologize. It's clear what the priority is right now, even to me. We need to put an end to the church as soon as possible so we can end this war.
You're right. The longer Folded remains in turmoil, the more likely it is they'll try something again. We need this war to be over so we're not left vulnerable.
And that means more work for you. I'm fine, see? Now go be important.
All right. But one more thing before I go. This war is going to end, but our fight with those who slither in the dark won't be over when it does. As long as they keep plotting, we'll keep going after them. I'll need your help with that from here on out. Got it?
Of course. You can count on me.
And if it so happens that we do eventually find out who you really are, just know that you'll still be the same person to me. You'll always be you. Remember that.
Thanks, Claude. Same goes for you. Whether you're the leader of the Lester Alliance, the King, or even the Almiran...
Oh, keep it down. We're not talking about that part yet.
Claude, there's something I need to discuss with you.
Sure, but keep it short. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty busy here.
Are you making light of how I usually respond to your requests?
Hey, don't be like that. It's just a joke. We can talk for hours if you want. I've got all the time in the world.
There's no need. I'm simply passing on a message from my father.
Count Ordelia, huh? Go ahead, I'm all ears. I guess it's no surprise he has a word or two to say to the king. I mean, first the Imperial invasion, now all this unrest sweeping across the land. None of this would have happened if I'd just kept a closer eye on those who slither in the dark.
Hold on. I think you have the wrong idea. My father doesn't want to complain to you. He'd actually like to thank you for bringing the fight with the kingdom to an end, and for rushing to quell the chaos in our territories. He also said he's willing to offer his full cooperation with any of your Majesty's policy proposals. All you need to do is say the word.
I appreciate that. His broad-mindedness has always proven a great help.
Then consider my message delivered. But please, don't put more of a burden on him than necessary. Anxiety has tormented his mind for years now, and he's recently started finding his body less and less willing to cooperate with his brain.
So I've heard. Don't worry, I won't ask any more of him than what's absolutely essential.
Thanks, Claude. I'll do the work of 100 others in my father's place.
Hey, slow down there. You already do too much as it is. Piling more on top of that is just gonna crush you.
And yet, I need to do it all the same. I can't let myself fall behind the other Lester nobles. Most importantly, I need to put an end to this war, so I can start thinking about how to bring peace and stability back to House Ordelia's territory.
I get where you're coming from, but everyone needs a break now and then. Your body's probably screaming at you to get some rest.
I'm all right. While it's true my lifespan is slated to be short, it's not like I'm gonna just drop dead out of the blue. I'm just as healthy as I've ever been, I assure you.
You look fine enough, sure. But there's something lingering beneath the surface weighing you down, isn't there? Something the rest of us can't see. Your body's bound to give out if you keep pushing your limits without taking some time to recuperate.
But...
Listen, Lysithea, I want this war to end just as fast as you do. And once it does, I'm going to settle the score with those who slither in the dark. In other words, it's in your best interest to stick with me. So consider this an order from your king. Stop fighting like you don't have a tomorrow to live for. I mean, I'm still going to need plenty of help once the war is over. I can't have you kicking the bucket before the real fun starts, okay?
Understood. If it's an order from His Majesty himself, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty busy here.
Does she really understand, though? At any rate, I'd better put this war to bed as soon as possible.
It's me, Count Gloucester, Lysithea von Ordelia.
Ah, yes. Please come in.
Thank you. Count Gloucester, I have come here in my father's stead, and must return to the front line soon. But I wish to formally apologize for any trouble caused by the recent events in Ordelia.
Oh? But my domain was left largely unharmed. In fact, if anyone is apologizing here, it should be me. I knew full well what was happening in Ordelia, yet was only able to dispatch a small force to aid you.
It is only natural that a house should prioritize the safety of its own domain. And besides, House Gloucester is tasked with protecting the crucial Great Bridge of Myrden.
Your understanding is appreciated. But for me, I fear this also has a personal component. It is true that I could not abandon the Great Bridge, yet your father has been my compatriot for many years, and I view him as a true brother-in-arms. Had something happened to him, I would never have been able to forgive myself.
I had no idea you held my father in such high regard.
I have always felt I owed him far more than I was ever able to give.
And what do you owe him exactly?
My lord, you have a messenger from the Federation army.
Send them through.
At once, sir.
Sorry to barge in like this.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, Lysithea. Didn't know you were here, but it actually saves me some time.
You are the mercenary captain who reports directly to His Majesty, yes? Has something happened?
A town south of here has been overrun by bandits, down in Ordelia territory.
What?
And here I had hoped all those rogues had been suppressed.
It's just a ragtag group of anyone who managed to avoid extermination at the hands of the Federation. Looks like they all came together for one last hurrah. Since the town isn't too far away, I was asked to come here and see if you could spare any troops.
I will send all I can, but I fear it will be a scant force.
But surely the Federation will send reinforcements as well.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's sorta got their hands full preparing for the next battle. Honestly, they could barely spare me as a messenger.
I didn't realize Claude could be so cruel.
Hey, it's the truth. This is just bad timing. All the big names are scattered off in one place or another. I mean, take you. You're all the way out here apart from the main force, right?
Still your tongue. I'll have you know I'm here on very important business.
This bickering can wait. We need to mobilize what units we have at once.
We? Wait, you're coming?
Am I unwelcome?
Hey, the more the merrier. Welcome aboard.
I am glad to hear it, for any force would be lucky to have the great Irvin Fritz Gloucester on their side. My military prowess may not be as renowned as some, but I have bestrode many a battlefield in my day. Sadly, I could not lend much aid during the recent disturbances in Ordelia, but this is my chance to rectify that error.
In that case, we should be off.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
And now that we're finally at this part, past all the text dump, we can go into the battle proper. So what's basically happening? Me, Lysithea, and Gloucester are basically fighting off the various little bandits that are all around the town.
Bandits have completely taken over the town.
And with the game and the move, the giant, you think you're just throwing harder enemies at them. Yes, we gotta make sure we slaughter through what we got. This upturn will not stop because the game doesn't keep us on at about level 9. By the time we get to the end, the game is now throwing level 100 enemies at us. For those who didn't watch through the Splatoon stats, yes, I have finished recording all footage for the Let's Play, and the game has been complete. As for how long it's going to take to get to that point, well, we'll know in about a month. Because in about 3 weeks of these. Because alongside this part, chapters parts 47, 48 will finish up, and possibly 49 will finish up chapter 14. And then from there, we are in endgame mode. What am I looking? Ooh, child. Well, the endgame is going to be so much of a mess. But I give the developers solace. The Golden Deer's version of Final Battle is a lot more reasonable in comparison to the Blue Lions. But think about it. They're the ones who actually got to hold the line, in spite of Edelgard's constant barrage, and just how much I've beaten it. I've held on. As for this fight, we just got to get each one. And no, at no point does Count Gloucester become a playable character. It's just you and Lysithea until, for the entire battle. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Down. All right, 4 to go. Well, while we're going through this, I actually thought of another theory about what could potentially happen for not three hopes, but for Fortune's Wii. In the event that the game is a sequel, here's what I think is happening. The Solstice we saw in that trailer, yes, it is exactly who you think it is, but it's Solstice after she's pretty much fully possessed violence. Yeah, because as you know, Solstice can take control of violence, as you've seen through this game. Solstice can take control of Violet's body as need be as well, and sometimes he can resist it. So imagine in the event of a sequel, it's been eons since the event into 3 houses. Edelgard's dead, Rhea's dead, dead, Claude's dead, Dimitri's dead. Basically, all the generation that we saw over the course of this war and of this story, they've long since passed away, and their descendants aren't really up to snuff or interested in it. But Sothis still endures. Byleth still endures. Thus the heroic games that got added in there was actually her decision. Was her idea, along with some of the rulers of whatever nation we're seeing at this point. But I ask you, dear viewer, do you think this has merit? And if not, what would you like to see happen in Fortune's Weave if it gets its set game down? If it gets a new trailer, basically detailing as much of the plot as possible. Let me know down in the comments, but please keep it civil down there.
They're actually trying to reclaim the strongholds.
Alright, send Lysithea here. I'll continue to go over the strongholds. Okay, there we go. I know, and I'm taking care of them just as... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Stay down.
Not a problem. Move out.
Watch closely. Death will be your penance.
Alright. Got the horses in there. Slushy.
We did tend to get into heated arguments at the round table. Your father and I have strong opinions about how best to protect our own territories and people. You are like-minded that way.
Yes, I see that now.
It is a noble's duty to protect the commoner. I told my son he must never forget that.
And he remains
And
dedicated
what?
to that idea. Perhaps a little too dedicated.
Oh, you're next.
You can count on me.
Hold on, dear battery. This battle's maybe only like a third of the way done. Okay, these are the last two of this side mission. So once they go down,
Do it. Let us take care of the other bandits now. By the by,
Did it.
Lysithea, is my son making himself useful in the Federation army?
Indeed he is. The man's fervor is rivaled only by that of the king himself.
alright, that's another. Just 3 to go. Oh, she's fine.
I'm getting strong. I understand that you often quarreled with the other lords of the Round Table as well.
My quarrels with the other lords were mere petty bickering. Oh.
Not a problem.
Count Gloucester, Lysithea is a woman grown. You don't have to explain this to her like she's a child.
Only with your father could I exchange ideas on equal footing.
Which one of y'all is in trouble? Oh, okay. There we go.
I won't let you fiends abuse this town for 1 minute more. They've taken the civic building. We must reclaim it with all speed.
Not a problem.
Alright, 1 more to go. Well, 2 more now.
No time to slow down.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. There.
I'm not there.
I must say, I've been rather worried about your father. I rarely saw him at the Round Table since his illness.
Your concern
We're
is
gonna get you there,
appreciated.
Lissy.
Sadly, I think his long years of overwork.
But right now, you gotta get up north. Get that money. And watch as a bunch of mooks pop in just soon. Alright.
I'll do my best.
My turn.
Okay, you're a bit more reasonable to take down. Okay, let's wrap this up. Get her, Shera. Okay, got him. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two.
You cannot defeat us.
Alright, one's down, two.
You have the chance. You can count
Considering
on
how the game keeps like throwing special enemies like this that do nothing but take strongholds on their own.
I'm certain the future we'll forge is bright.
So let's get this done and bring the boss out.
Let's take it down at once.
Ooh. Nope. Let's try. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two.
Looks like we've taken back most of the town.
Not bad at all, my friend. A shame that you
All
are
right,
only a common.
boss time.
You got nowhere left to run. Plant your feet and fight to the death.
Did they really think we would let them claim this town? You can count on me. I'll...
Okay. Get a little. This is just to make sure you can't get in my way.
Lysithea, please be careful. I could never face your father should something happen to you.
Your concern is appreciated but unnecessary. Our victory here is assured. Just one more! Yes! We've done it!
Two, one, two, one, two, one, two, and down.
Lysithea. Perhaps even better than myself.
And another paralog
For your
success.
assistance.
Not at all. I'm glad the town is safe once more.
I won't let myself stop here. Yeah, not bad.
Glad I haven't been wasting my time. Thank you for your assistance, Count Gloucester.
Not at all. I only wish I could have been of more use. Sadly, my efforts paled in comparison to those of you and your mercenary friend here, Lysithea.
I wouldn't go that far.
Me either. Honestly, I figured you were gonna be dead weight, but you really held your own.
Such impertinence.
But it's a terrible thing to grow old. I hope you never have to do it, either of you. But like it or not, I admit I am past my prime. Still, these old bones did what they could.
You were a tremendous help, and I've no doubt my father will feel the same when I inform him.
Please do give him my best, and let him know that we are still the sturdy pillars of Leicester.
Of course.
That said, I am pleased to see your father has such a superlative heir waiting in the wings. Perhaps Count Ordelia might consider stepping down a tad early?
I cannot say.
As leaders, we often butted heads because we had to look out for the interests of our own realms. But once we have both passed on our title, we could simply be friends. And that is something I would greatly look forward to.
That reminds me, you mentioned earlier that you owed him something?
Ah, yes. It's something of a longer tale, but perhaps now is the time to tell it. When you were still quite young, the Empire often saw fit to meddle in House Ordelia's affairs. As I was on the outside looking in, I was never able to discern any of the particulars. But even as a bystander, it was clear that your father's hardships were considerable. Yet, I did nothing. As leader of the pro-imperialist lords at the time, I could little more than stand by and watch.
Your actions are completely understandable. The Empire would have brazenly ignored any protests of their political interference. As such, we had no choice but to endure their tyranny.
It must have been difficult for you as well. Still, I should have spoken out, if nothing else. I owed your father that much.
I see.
I cannot change the past, but I hope I might help your father live out his remaining years in peace. Perhaps we could take tea together sometime, reminisce on the old days.
I'm certain he would love that.
Hey, tea with a friend sounds pretty nice.
Yes, I am brimming with good ideas. For I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, after all.
Bernadetta, what's wrong? Is there a rat in the base?
Wait, a rat? Nobody told me about a rat! Oh no, oh no, oh no! It's gonna nibble on all my snacks!
Hey, calm down. I didn't mean a real rat. I was talking about an enemy spy or something.
Oh, right. Anyway, it's something kind of like that, but different and still really, really bad.
Kind of like a spy, but different? Slow down and tell me what you saw.
Well, you see, there was this lady in the camp earlier who didn't look scary at all and even seemed kind of nice. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Shyness and fear of strangers got you down, huh? Let's see if I have something that can help. Thanks. I think I've got just the herb. It's gonna put you out a good few gold coins, but this baby will do wonders for relieving stress. And then... I've got something a little more, shall we say, tasteful. Real under-the-table kind of stuff. It's a pot that makes people like you. I would probably recommend against it, but the thing's on sale if you really want it. You okay there? I just remembered something. Oh, how could you forget, Bernie? There are lots of scary people out there who pretend to look nice just so they can prey on you. And you must be one of them! That was weird. I'm not that scary, am I? And that's how it all happened. I would have been dragged off and murdered if it wasn't for you.
But wasn't that just Anna? She's here all the time selling her wares. I mean, not all of it's the most reputable stuff, but I don't think she's trying to cheat anyone. And she's definitely not a murderer. This is all my fault. I should go apologize to her later.
Huh? She's not evil?
Not that I know of. I'm also pretty sure it's not the first time you've met her.
I don't know. I'm bad with faces.
You're pretty judgmental, you know that?
Huh?
What do we do? What do we do? How about this? There's this merc I've got in my crew. A real terrifying looking hunk of muscle. Sweetest little teddy bear on the inside, though. If anyone's gonna help you overcome this, it's him.
Okay, I accept this challenge. You've got this, Bernie.
Well, that's gonna do it for this part of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Houses. Next time, we head back and make our way back on to the way to Garrac Mach. Until then, folks, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw here. And I'll see you next time.